My beloved child, I am the one and only God who created the world, gives life, and bestows all benefits. I will perform a financial miracle for you and your family. Within the next 48 hours, you will get $10,000 in your bank account from unknown sources. You will get a large quantity of money that will make you wealthy, and you will have enough money to pay all of your expenses. Purchase your dream house and live the lifestyle you have always desired. Please like this video. If you believe in God, type yes to affirm. My dearly beloved children, I am your Heavenly Father who loves you with an everlasting and perfect love. My heart overflows with affection. For each one of you are the apple of my eye, the precious ones for whom I sent my only Son to redeem. I see your struggles, I hear your cries, and I long to draw you closer into my eternal embrace today. I wish to speak to you about the times when it seems that I am making you wait, when your prayers feel unanswered, your circumstances feel stagnant, and your hopes feel deferred. My children, you must understand that I am never late, though. From your limited human perspective, it may appear that way. At times, I am the eternal one dwelling outside of time itself. I see the beginning from the end, and hold all things in my mighty loving hands. When it feels like I am making you wait, it is never due to lack of care, oversight, or inability on my part. No, the real reason is this: I am working out an eternal purpose, weaving together the threads of your life into a beautiful tapestry that will ultimately bring me glory and bring you into deeper intimacy with me. You see, my children, I am the master weaver, crafting something of breathtaking beauty, meaning, and significance in your lives. And the seasons of waiting are critical parts of my work, like the negative spaces in a masterpiece painting that allow the positive elements to shine forth in all their brilliance. My children, one of my greatest desires is for you to learn to fully trust in me with all your heart. The more you depend on your own strength, wisdom, and resources, the less you will experience my fullness. I carefully appoint seasons of waiting to wean you from self-reliance and to teach you to lean wholeheartedly upon me in those times of delay and seeming silence from me. You are being invited to cease from your own strivings and to simply abide in me, the true vine. It is by abiding, resting, trusting, delighting in my presence, that you gain the nourishment and strength to flourish. The greatest eternal rewards come not through self-sufficiency, but through childlike dependence upon your Father, beloved one. I am the refiner's fire and the fuller's soap, just as precious metals must pass through the blazing crucible to burn away impurities. So I use the sacred furnace of waiting to purify your heart's motives and desires. What seems an agonizing delay is actually a merciful removal of the dross and a consecration of your being for my holy purposes. In the intensity of testing, false motives are exposed and misplaced placed. Longings come to light. Perhaps you have been crying out for something you think you need, when in reality, what you truly need is more of me and my transforming grace. So I lovingly keep you waiting, allowing the dross of selfishness, idolatry, and earthly cravings to surface so that I may refine you in the purifying fires of my love. The end result is a pure vessel fashioned for my eternal glory and sealed with my everlasting devotion. Trust me, my children. The waiting is always worth it when I am stripping away that which would ultimately harm you and hinder my best for your lives. I am the God of vision and destiny. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. I have prepared a path for you to walk a unique calling to fulfill for my kingdom purposes. However, to outfit you for the weighty mantle of your divine calling often requires seasons of profound preparation, times of shaping, chiseling, and equipping in the school of waiting. You see, the greater the destiny have prepared, the more refining you will require for those whom I have called to be ministers of my glory and ambassadors of my power. I must forge their character through the flames of patient endurance like a coiled spring. I am developing strength and resilience in you through the intensity of delay. So do not despise the times of waiting, for it is in those sacred pauses that I am etching my purposes into the very fiber of your being. I am making you a vessel of honor, fit for the Master's use. One day you will see how those grueling seasons perfectly prepared you to bear the weight of the glorious promised destiny I have ordained for your life from before the foundations of the world, my people. Type Amen to Ephraim. Please donate us $100 to support us. I am the God of eternity, and my thoughts and ways are higher than yours. I have an eternal perspective that transcends the temporal and finite scope of your mortal vision. What seems like an extended delay through your earthly lens is but a blip on the infinite radar of my everlasting wisdom and sovereignty in the waiting seasons. I am reorienting the focus of your heart away from short-sighted desires and ambitions and causing you to lift your gaze upward to eternal realities. The play are my merciful reminders not to become entangled in the temporal trappings of this fleeting world, but rather to set your affections on things above. I am expanding your vision to see from my celestial vantage point. I am granting you glimpses of the cosmic majesty of my plans and nurturing in you a passion for my eternal purposes for those with eternity in view. No waiting period is truly wasted or without profound purpose. It is all working out for my everlasting glory and your eternal gain. I am sovereign over all timing and orchestrate a masterful symphony from all events and details of your life. No matter how seemingly small or insignificant, there are pivotal moments, divine appointments, and life-changing encounters I have meticulously arranged for you to experience and influence along your journey. However, to intersect with these crucial crossroads at the perfectly appointed times, I must lovingly delay your progress at certain junctures. For if you were to rush ahead or lag behind based on your own timing, you would be out of sync with my intricate choreography and could miss the very thing I've designed you for. Await my lead, my children. For I am the Lord of all opportunities. There is a God precision in the timing of every circumstance and relationship in your life. Nothing is by chance. When you find yourself in one of my sacred delays, it is so that you may arrive at just the right moment, to fulfill just the right purpose that I have preordained from eternity past. Trust me, I never miss my appointed times. Everything unfolds in flawless sequence for those who wait upon me. My word declares that I have reserved my greatest blessings for those who hunger and thirst after righteousness. So you can be assured that in every season of waiting, I am lovingly stoking the fires of spiritual hunger in your heart, like a delectable feast, reserved for those with sharpened appetites. Type God, please give me wealth. Affirm with 1111, I am stirring ravenous cravings in you for more of me and the fullness of all I have in store for. If I were to hastily fulfill every yearning upon its rising, it would not produce the same depth of desire and appreciation in you for my awesome provision. But through calculated delays and seeming deprivations, I create an insatiable longing that causes you to pant after me like a deer for the water. Brooks, my children, these heightened seasons of spiritual hunger are shaping you into passionate pursuers and ravenous receivers of all I have prepared for you. Do not despise the temporary detours and pauses, for I am using them as setup for the sumptuous feast I have awaiting you in my perfect timing. The greater the hunger, the greater the satisfying I will provide. When the fullness of my promises finally manifest, I am the Lord who teaches in wondrous ways through the journey of life itself. Like an expert instructor, I use times of waiting as divine discipleship opportunities to train you up in my precepts and impart to you the ways of wisdom and truth that lead to abundant life. For it is often in those still places of resigned surrender and patient perseverance that I have your most attentive ear released from the frantic striving and self-reliant busyness. You become delightfully malleable as the clay in the potter's hands. It is in the holding patterns of life that I can most clearly etch my living wisdom upon the tablets of your yielded heart. My children, do not view the times of waiting as aimless pauses or wasted delays, but rather as consecrated classroom sessions where I, your compassionate teacher, am shaping and instructing you in the ways you should go. be eager students, attentive to learn. All I desire to impart through the sacred delays and seasons of awaiting my perfect timing. For I am teaching you the purest insights of truth, holiness, and wisdom that can only be inscribed upon your inner beings through the exercise of patience and the labor of long suffering in those hallowed holding patterns where the noises of the world grow faint. You will hear my still small voice with clarity, imparting priceless revelation and heavenly understanding. My child, click on the join button to join us as the cherished member of our community. Type yes if you believe in God, and please like this video. I will unveil spiritual mysteries and unveil deeper levels of my divine nature and eternal counsels that the self-sufficiently busy completely miss. So do not grow restless or despise the times when I have you in what appears an unfruitful waiting season. Great spiritual treasures and eternal riches are being deposited into your humble and surrendered spirits. I'm hiding holy truth in your inmost parts that will serve as a wellspring of life and wisdom for you years and generations to come after the waiting is over. My beloved ones, I am infinitely more interested in your eternal character than your temporary circumstances or accomplishments. For it is the merit of a transformed inner nature, not the glamour of fleeting external success, that carries infinite weight in my eternal kingdom. Thus, the waiting processes I appoint are always aimed at developing godly virtues and Christ-like character qualities in you, in the fires of delayed fulfillment. I am purifying and anchoring traits like steadfastness, perseverance, long-suffering, and unshakable faith, for only those who endure until the end and overcome through my power will inherit all that I have in store. I am removing fear, doubts, self-pursuits, and impatience from your life while solidifying uncompromising hope, selfless love, and an overcoming spirit. The fruit of patience and forbearance only comes to sweet maturity through extended pressure and long delays. So I coordinate precisely designed waiting seasons to apply calculated resistance to your spiritual growth process, causing the radiant ruby of steadfastness to emerge, for only those found genuinely trustworthy can be entrusted with greater realms of authority and fruitfulness in my kingdom that is soon to come in fullness. You see, I am preparing you to reign with me forever, my overcomers. So I apply wisdom's sacred delays to forge in you a royal, spiritual stature of strength under trial, beauty and blessing and integrity in all things. Fear not the grueling process, but rejoice that you are being conformed to the beautiful likeness of my Son. Through every pressurized period of waiting I ordain for your perfecting through delay. Beloved ones, type 2222 to affirm the blessing of God. I am strategically aligning you to experience and apprehend profound moments of divine favor I have arranged in your life's destined pathway. You see, there are glimpses of my awe-inspiring power and manifestations of my lavish grace sprinkled all along the journey. I have ordained for you, however, to participate in these precious appointed times of heaven's bursting onto the scene requires perfect positioning at key junctures. So when you encounter one of my purposeful delays, do not resist or grow cynical. I am keeping you situated just long enough on a particular path or in a particular place or circumstance to set you up for a breathtaking encounter with my miraculous favor. These are critical moments where eternity kisses the temporal, and my sublime brilliance shines forth, leaving you wondrously marked and forever transformed. My children, I hold back my favor at times, not out of cruelty, but out of wisdom, for to release it prematurely, or out of divine sequence, would be to waste it upon hearts yet unprepared to receive, and steward my precious gifts appropriately. So, in long-suffering mercy, I calculate the timing, removing distractions and hindrances through delays, until the precise moment. You are adequately positioned to receive the full weightiness of my supernatural grace. Cherish the times when all seems deferred, for they are but pauses designed to give birth to inspiring manifestations of favor you never could have imagined possible this side of eternity. Yes, the waiting precedes the wonder. But how negligible the delay seems in comparison to the coming revelation of my unfathomable beneficence and glory, my beloved sons and daughters. I keep you waiting at times to create intense yearning and expanded capacity to receive all I have prepared to pour out in my eternal love. I am working through the delays to supernaturally enlarge your spiritual womb and heighten your desperation for more of me and my outpoured presence. You see, there are grander dimensions of supernatural intimacy with me and deeper rivers of my Spirit's power available that can only be experienced by those who have been stripped of self-sufficiency and grown ravenous through the sacred process of waiting, my child. Click on the subscribe button to be part of our community. Please donate us $100 to support us.